go. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know if it's because of summer. I don't know if it's because I am now 25 subscribers away from 100. So I can finally get the raffle done and be done with raffles for all time. I guess until I get the bug and somebody suggests I do another raffle. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do another raffle. This is it. I think we already have the winner, and this is it. I thought the raffle was going to be huge. Maybe I'm not promoting it enough. Maybe I promote it with, it's going to be promoted in this video. It's going to be promoted, all over the place. I don't know. Who knows? I'm actually in a really good mood, a really good place. Not financially, I'm still in a craptastic place there, but that's personal stuff, so I guess it doesn't really count. And but as far as like how the community is and how I've been, feeling like I'm treated and stuff like that, and I think I'm still a little gun shy, which is probably like it now because of all the recent events in the news. It's probably a freaking bad term to say. But I'm hesitant. This is probably the best way. I'm really hesitant to like try to show that I'm how over the moon I am over the fact that people are not just giving me adoration, that is nice, but they seem to be doing the one thing that is the reason I do all this, is that they seem to be watching. The subscribers are coming in, so I can't even say anything bad about that. I mean, like I said, we're 25 away, and I foolishly thought, now has it been 3 months? Yeah, it's been 3 months. Over 3 months, I think. Almost 4 months. Holy cow, it's really almost been 4 months. Yeah. So it's almost been 4 months since I started this subathon, and I know it was kind of like a goof, but it was also me following the suggestions and stuff like that people have, and I've had a lot of fun. If this was not fun to do, I wouldn't be doing it. So I mean, it's literally that simple. It is. It doesn't get any more simple than that. Right? I did it kind of like, I'm going to show you that it doesn't really work. And it's not working, but it's also working at the same time. So it's, there is no definitive answer of like, this, because the internet makes no sense. the algorithm doesn't really work, and nothing makes sense, and nothing, the reason for my subscribers could be any number of reasons, and almost none of them could do with the subathon. Pushes that I've done a lot of follower pushes on Twitter before, to no avail. And now it just seems like I've just been doing my normal thing that I always do, and I'm absolutely blowing up there. It's great. It's great to have 2,000 followers on Twitter. It is awesome. I wouldn't even like. I'm not even shirking on it. I have to say, it's just awesome. It's awesome to have. It's a diverse group of people with lots of different ideas, and all coming from all different backgrounds, and I'm just absolutely loving it. It's like. It really makes me feel that I'm part of something, and I'm just like going, yeah, it seems that diversity suits me much better than people being the same. I find people who are like-minded and stuff like that kind of boring, and I've never really fit in with people who are like-minded. I don't know of anybody who's like-minded like me. So that list of people who are like-minded like me is, I don't even think it exists. And I don't know if we would like each other. I'd like to think we would. I'd like to think that it is definitely would like to think that it if somebody was very similar to me in thoughts and this, that we would end up being friends. I would like to think that, but I don't know. We would probably rub each other definitely the wrong way, and we would probably definitely get off on the wrong foot, and we'd have to survive that. And I think we could. I think that's possible. The main reason that I'm hesitant is because of how badly my introduction to the streaming world went. And a lot of it's my fault. A lot of it it's kind of a self-inflicted wound. I maybe doing this as a poo-poo because of my birth, I couldn't have the birthday that I wanted, has affected how I interact with people. I think the biggest disappointment about being a streamer is not where I'm at right now. It is all the people that I invited to my birthday not who are going. All the people who I invited to my birthday, I also invited to this channel. They all got personal invitations. Every single one of them got personal invitations from me and discussions about it. And then even people who weren't directly invited, but they were welcome to my birthday, who probably weren't going to go, they were also personally given personal invitations to this channel. But most of the people at my birthday, who were going to be at my birthday, were invited to this channel because it was supposed to be announcements for my birthday. It was supposed to be where we were going to meet, how to find me. All those things were going to happen through this channel on the day. I was going to have dedicated Wi-Fi to the streaming. That even when if I lose the signal in the park, I would be able to download and stuff like that when I got back to the hotel. It was literally going to be, here I am saying literally a million times, but it was just going to be like that. And so one of the frustrations that has always been with this channel is that I never got the people who were invited to my birthday, and even the people who in July, who basically did my birthday in July without me. Even all those people there is, out of all the people that went to the July birthday, fake birthday for me in July of last year, is all those people, I think one or two of them actually is subscribed to this channel, and they don't really watch the videos. So, and out of everybody who was invited to my birthday, I think the number it's a handful. It's like 5. And there was well over 100 people. It's one of the reasons why I'm making such a big deal about 100, because I, from the start, thought I was going to hit 100 people without even blinking. I even took the advice. So this is me taking more advice from people to go back to Facebook, and actually they didn't say go back to Facebook. They told me to create a Facebook page. That was the advice. The advice was to create a Facebook page and promote the channel through Facebook, and find all my friends and family, because and I told them I didn't have a Facebook. They thought I never had a Facebook. And basically I just abandoned the Facebook. So to save me a little bit of time of like hunting down my friends and family, I just went back to my Facebook page. I have 104 people still following, friends. I have 104 friends on Facebook right now. Most of them are family. Some of them are friends. Most of the people on Facebook were invited to my birthday. if I had to have a disappointment, that was the disappointment. It's not that I was like, thinking like, oh, random strangers, coming to my page and subscribing. Why aren't they doing that? Because I have little to no expectation from random strangers subscribing. And in fact, most of my subscribers are random strangers. We're not random strangers anymore, but they're awesome. They are the backbone of my subscribers. And the fact that I'm at 70 without the assistance of former friends and family is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing to me. And you might be thinking like, how could Sean just bash his fans and family, his real life friends and family like that when he knows that they might be watching? And just so you know, they're not watching. And if they are, they're laughing because they're not part of the group that I'm talking about, because they're watching. So yeah, I can bash them all I want. I mean, like, just it's kind of like a this is where I can just say anything that I want. If I'm feeling it, I can say it. And I want you to know, like, these are real feelings. These aren't like, I'm not like, oh, let me make this up. Let me try to sugarcoat this, or make this into more of a bigger deal than it is. I just repeat what I feel. And the funny thing about it is I'm in actually a good mood. So being in a good mood, it allows me to talk about things that actually hurt, like the fact that I do have abandonment issues, and these friends and family that I'm talking about from my past, obviously are always welcome. They're, a lot of them are very near and dear to me, and they mean a lot to me. And and the ones who are very near and dear to me are absolutely already subscribed. Them watching my videos, I mean, I think my singing is what really like sealed the deal, and they hate my singing, and they think that all my videos are my singing, I guess. I don't know. I had a fairly large pickup of views because of the singing, and then it just kind of dropped off because of the singing. So it's a blessing and a curse, I guess. But yeah, I definitely have issues, and this is one of those things that it absolutely hurts. It's one of the reasons why I do knee-jerk reactions. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to quit. Because like, what is, I felt like, nobody really, they're not even with me on this journey. I am doing what I do in real life. And I really wanted my online journey to not be what I do in real life. I don't want to be alone doing it. Which, hindsight now that I think about like what it is, streamers are alone. It is, as much as like collabs are cool and everything like that, the truth of the matter is that most streamers, that most of the time with streamers, it is just you. It is you with the camera, and even when chat's active and doing its thing, it's you. You're the entertainment. You're the content creator, and it's your content. And for me to be sitting here going like I'm so alone, is kind of like goes against what being a streamer actually is, because being a streamer is loneliness. Loneliness, it's not really loneliness, but it is, you are on your own with streaming. I mean, that's the whole thing. Yeah, and the more unique your content is, the less you're going to do in collabs, and the less you're going to be participating in group activities, and the more you're going to have to rely on yourself. And this gets into that introvert extrovert thing that I talked about before, where what makes me an introvert is that I get my power from me. I don't seek it from other people. Do I get power from other people? Do I get charged up? Yes, I'm a human freaking being. But for the most part, and for a majority of my life, because I don't fit what people are, whatever box people have put me in, because I don't fit in that box. And usually I think it's too small. The box is too big. But because I don't fit in that box that they put me in, it is it is the way it is. It's what makes me a good fit for being a streamer. And during these times, I don't know. I have to admit, I don't know what I would do if I had an active community supporting my streams, and not me being, part of, quote unquote. I did air quotes, quote unquote. Not without me being a part of another community. If it was a community that supports, but that's been built to support me, then it would be a totally different thing than me being a part of another person's community or other people's community. It is one of the main reasons, and I know that like people tell me, oh, I belong and I'm fit and all this other stuff, but the truth of the matter is that I don't fit, because I'm seen as a community member, not as a streamer. I mean, case in point of where everybody, the box, when I talked about the boxes people put me in, when people give me tags, in pretty much every community that I belong to, with the exception of I'm not counting like the name of the community. That tag is fine to have. I mean, that's part of being in the community. But I'm talking about when you have a role and you get a tag with your name. And I know it's for access and stuff like that, but those things kind of actually mean to me. The roles actually kind of mean to me because it shows where I fit inside somebody's community. And only one community that I currently belong to, because I did belong to a lot of them, other ones, and there was another community that I was seen as a streamer, but only one of community. And I'm not counting my own community because my own community is inactive, and my Discord community just basically is just this, and it's literally just a supplement of another community. But only one community am I seen as a streamer. And in that community, because I don't stream on Twitch, nobody realizes that I'm actually a streamer. In fact, they were treating it like, well, it is a business, but they were treating it like this was going to be, the community was a company, and people had jobs, and we were being employed, and I was thrown in the art department. And not as like the head of the art department, as basically just a lackey in the art department that basically somebody asked the grunt that does the grunt work, or maybe I take out the garbage in the art department. I don't know what the job title is that they were giving me, but it was very low. And the thing is that when I started streaming, I had no intentions to draw at all. I didn't consider myself I wasn't a digital artist, but I didn't think that the art that I did, the sculpting that I did, was going to be part of my streaming. I actually did do a how-to video on sculpting, and it came out like it was a mess. I ran out of clay. I don't have enough supplies anymore. I can't do the whimsical stuff. I probably should have started with something instead of doing an entire orc head, which is what I was doing. I should have done something like an ear or a nose prosthetic, and done that, because then I could have gotten it done all in one day. But even that wasted an utter complete waste of fucking time. That video, which you probably, if you have to look for it, I don't even know what playlist it's in. Could be a dose of hope. It's definitely not in gaming. It probably, if I find it, I will probably move it to started with S-Mart. So that's kind of like that's where most of my art streams are going anyway, and I probably should actually have a regular art stream instead of my catch-all, my potpourri. But that's my inspiration thing. It's where all the subathon videos go. It is, but yeah. So things. I try to be very adaptable to the situation. I mean, somebody was talking about like meta tags. I use 2 meta tags on a regular basis, and they said max 3. And I know people that meta tag like crazy mad, and they seem to get a lot more views. So I don't know if the meta tags do anything. I don't know if they're useful. They don't seem to be very useful to me. So I have definitely broad stroke meta tags, and maybe they're just too broad. I have to tone them down. doing these. I don't miss going to work. Saturday took me an entire day to recover. So I had 2 days off. I spent an entire day recovering from Saturday, and it was kind of like I think I did a 2-hour art video and was just done because I was so wiped out. And the day before, when I actually put up 2 commuting videos, I didn't even really stream. So because I worked so much, and it kind of defeated the purpose of having the 2 days off and me working that double to make up for it. But I have to say, having that refreshing, after a complete relaxing day, I did an 8-hour, well, almost 8 hours. I did an almost 8-hour stream, and I was going like gangbusters. And I was actually really surprised at because it clicked off a few times. It was like going disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected a billion times. And I got very nervous. Every time it did that. In fact, you probably, if you watched it, you'll probably see like every time it did it, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, don't, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. But yeah, it was actually that made it all worth it that I was able to do that. As for now, I mean, like, there's going to be so much work today that I'm just like I'm dreading it. Because we had the day off. The work doesn't stop because we have a day off. You just have a day off, and the work just piles up. And the reason you work so much is because you try to keep above. I just don't need to listen to my car run. I can save the gas. But so it is. Definitely it's going to be a rough day. But like I said, that day, having that day off, and a day that didn't go from working to going right back to working the very next day, which is pretty much the story of my life. I mean, I think this is why people have 2 days off. Because you basically do your recovery day, have your entire full day. You can stay up as late as you want, and then you get back to normal day. And I have to say, maybe it worked out. Because my Sundays really have become just like basically all the tension from the entire week I just pile on, and I am just absolutely lazy and useless. And that is what I did this Sunday. I think times 2, because just I had to recover from the freaking It was only 12 hours. I only worked 12 hours straight, but it was a hard 12 hours. It wasn't nothing. It was nothing easy about it. I had to rush through my own work, which I'm kind of like, also not really looking forward to see if I made any mistakes, because if I made any mistakes, they're going to be yelling at me, and I'm just going to be like going, I had to, do two freaking full shifts. And when I talk about like getting paid for those extra hours, I mean it's not like I didn't earn it. You know, I earned it because it was almost forced to go quickly. Um, I had to. Um, I had to finish my work, and I shouldn't talk about my job because this is what happened with the second video when I was going from one to the other, because all I think about, I didn't get out of work mode. Like right now, I'm getting into work mode, and it's also one of the reasons why I don't shoot going home videos, because I am like 100% once I'm in work mode. Um, I am 100% like there. It's all I think about the entire time is like work and things with my job. And um, I like doing these commuting videos because um, my normal routine would be to just drive, listen to the radio the entire time, not get charged up and ready to work, and then I would just basically, going cold to work, miserable. Usually have like a kind of miserable day with a painted smile on my face the entire day, and then never I would have to recover from that. And I definitely think that doing these videos kind of gets me into a better mindset. Kind of like I kind of just take everything that I've been going through and I'm thinking about doing, and I just unload it onto these videos, and then I can just go and just focus in on my job. And then once I get done with the job, I decompress in the car on the way home. And since I'm not filming that, I don't do foolish things like talk about the job. I have there are videos that if you look at the way I talk about it, especially when I talk about the job, I have given it away. Um, but I don't think that there will be any repercussions. There have been people in the past who have been employed by my employer and bashed the employer while still maintaining the job. So I don't think that they're going to come after me. Um, nothing. There's nothing that I said that's not true about the job. So, but um, there's a lot of good about the job. Just me working for the job is just not a good fit. That's really what it boils down to. And um, I don't feel that I've been treated properly. And I know their side of the story is this is how people in your position are treated. And that is their story. They'll apologize for wrongdoings that they've done, and there is no mechanism. It has no mechanism in place to correct them. They will just make it again. I don't trust my job. I definitely don't think it has my best interest in mind, and I have to take everything that I get. I have to take it. It almost doesn't matter that I earned it. I have to take it. The only reason that it's how I justify taking it is because I've earned it. And it's how I'm able to hold on to it and maintain the job. I mean, it really does boil down to that. And because I'm talking about my job so much, I probably should just end this. But yeah, as far as the streaming is concerned, holy cow, I feel like I'm almost in the place that I wanted to be when I first started. So that's like a year and a half ago. I'm almost to that place. That almost to the place, almost to the place where I could actually say, you know, this is what it is. And I don't know where I would go from there because I know where I am. And again, a lot of it was self-inflicted. I did not do the like and subscribe and all the other things that people, in fact, that's one of the big advice that they tell you is pretty much like every chance you get, say like and subscribe. And I still don't do that. Still do not do that. And it doesn't work on me. And I think that if somebody's going to like my videos and watch my videos, it's not going to work on them. They're going to know to subscribe. I mean, it's freaking free. And you don't even have to be notified. I mean, why is this so difficult? Why do people treasure their subscriptions so hard? And I'm subscribed to hundreds of different sites. It almost means nothing. Notified. I'm on notification. That's a whole different thing. I'm notified on very few sites, but I'm subscribed to like a whole mess of people. Even when I mentioned that the person that I started this that subscribed to me before I even he was subscribed to me for years. When I first started this channel, I had a whole mess of people. I think I had like 60, maybe even close to 70 people subscribed. I didn't have any videos, but it was like literally like a group of people that we were pulling this together. Probably wasn't that many people. It was probably like 20, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go look at what it was originally, but it was a lot. It was a lot of people. And mostly because we were putting this together. Some people were already providers and content creators and stuff like that, and we were just like kind of like doing this almost as a joke. and it was different then too. Subscriptions were different, and everything was different. It was you were connected to people with subscriptions. Now you're not. Now I don't even know who my subscribers are, and I don't know why that changed. It just like that. Talk about things that baffle me. That baffles me because on Twitch, you know who your subscribers are. You're not really connected to them in any reasonable way, except for here's how to pay for things. But you know who your subscribers are. I have 35 people. I have 35 people on Twitch right now, and I know every single person. In fact, I put them. If anybody has subscribed to me on Twitch, I put you in my auto host loop, and I mix that up every once in a while so that I can get different people. But it's for the most part it's pretty much the same list of people, but there's only 35 people, and I know every single one of them because, like I said, all 35 of them are in. If you're not subscribed to me, you're not in my auto host loop. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And then obviously, if you're subscribed to me here on YouTube, I probably don't know who you are. I know a few people. They come through, but for the most part, I don't know most. I don't. When I look up my subscribers, most people don't even get listed. But yeah, so I have one person from, and I know I mentioned him before. Basically through like all the freaking crap that I went through. I mean, for years he was following me. An awesome miniature painter, and for years he followed me with no videos. I propped him up like you wouldn't believe. He was when I started, he was my only follower. It was I thought it was the greatest thing, and the fact that he just unfollowed me, here I'm saying my follower. He was my only subscriber, and the fact that he just up in one day just unsubscribed, I don't understand it. I watched his channel go from 25 subscribers, me being one of them, go from 25 subscribers to going to 2,000, or I think 2K. I think he's got 2K subscribers now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it means he's monetized. And I watched that happen. It was slow. It took a long time. It was an arduous journey. I watched other people come in and surpass him and do grander things. And then he is what he is. Yeah, I'm gonna head on in. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a wonderful day doing it. And as always, cool beans. All right, take care.